Hello! I'm going to try and do a vlog. I'm going to be doing my holiday haul. I'm with my mom. She doesn't want to be on camera, but do you want to say hi? There she is. We're heading to Barnes & Noble first because I have $45 in reward points from the past year because I spent not just at Barnes & Noble, but I spent about $350 last year on books. So I'm going to be doing this holiday haul with those reward points. And then I have a gift card to Walmart. I need to get some stuff at Walmart. And so I will be also checking out their book section. And then after this haul, no more books for the rest of the year that I'm going to purchase. My mom doesn't believe me. But we're pulling into Barnes & Noble now. So let's see, with book prices now, $45. That's like what, 2.5 books? We'll see what I get. This lab desk because look, I could use it for reading and my homework. It's, oh my god, you can't even see it. I need to turn this. Where is it? It's $50. I'm not spending that much on a lab desk, at least not right now. I'm very tempted to get this. Obviously I'm not going to show the pages, don't want YouTube to block this video, but this is very funny, and I've learned more French words than Duolingo ever could tell me. All right, so I got those 3 books. I got We Are Villains. I forgot which one was on top of the stack. If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio, and I really like this cover with the little flowers. Then The Invisible Library by Genevieve Cogman. I got this one because I saw it a while ago. I didn't like the cover that I saw before, but I like this cover and it reminds me of The Librarian show. And I really like that one. The Stowaway by James S. Murray and Darren Wearmouth, and I got this because of James S. Murray, or Murr, from Impractical Jokers. I wanted to get his Awaken series, but they didn't have any of those books. But this one sounded really cool. With my rewards point, I only had to spend $13 out of pocket, which is fine because I also bought discount Christmas cards that had a unicorn on them because it was the only pack left and they were really cute. So that's basically what I paid out of pocket. But now, because I've only had a Pop-Tart today and it's 2 o'clock, I'm very hungry, and there were no Chinese places open yesterday when I was looking, so we're gonna go get Chinese food. So it's been a little bit since I did that first haul of the holiday haul. You saw the books, but I didn't talk about them when we got back in the car because we were just trying to get back home after that. Heartstopper Volume 5. It was the last copy in Walmart, and when I went to Barnes & Noble, I was actually trying to look for this, but my Barnes & Noble changes their layout constantly. So I had no idea where the graphic novels were, or if this would be in the LGBT section or the young adult. Like, I looked, I couldn't find it. But I found it at Walmart. And then the other one you saw, which was Murder in the Family. This is by Kara Hunter. I had seen this book on TikTok. It's a mixed media, so it's a mix of interview, what are they called? Transcripts, podcast transcripts, articles, all about this I think it's a 20-year-old cold case, and this documentary series is highlighting this case and trying to figure it out. So you're trying to solve this mystery with the experts or before the experts, but I thought it was really fun, fun concept, and I really like this cover over the covers that I saw before, which I think matches the picture inside. I think obviously it's not the Who Killed, what's his name, Luke Ryder, but like this was kind of what the cover was that I originally saw, but I like this cover a little bit better. I like the color scheme more. To me, this feels more like the type of documentary that I would click on to watch, with a cover like this instead of a thumbprint. Now, I'm going to include the next two books, even though they were free from the free little library at my work. So I decided to include them, even though with my whole book buying ban, I'll kind of go into what I'm planning on doing with that after, because I made a tracker in my journal for it. But free little library books, any books that are free don't count. But I wanted to include these because I purchased them, I got them in this time. The first one is Going Zero. This is by Anthony McCartan, and I had read the synopsis of this the first time I saw it on the shelf at the free little library at my work, and it seemed interesting. And then when I went back later and I saw it was still there, I decided to grab it because I had seen a book like months ago on that shelf, and I read it. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting, but I didn't pick it up. And then literally the next day I went and looked at the shelf and that book was gone. I was like, oh, I was gonna grab it. So I wanted to save myself from some FOMO and grab this. And then the next one I got mainly because it looked cool. And this is The Resurrectionist, The Lost Work of Dr. Spencer Black. It's by E.B. Hudspeth. And it is a book. It's both a mix of a magnum opus of this guy, Dr. Spencer Black, and also his biography of how he thought mythological creatures were, was it our ancestors? Yes, were the evolutionary ancestors of mankind. And that this Dr. Spencer Black, he's a really well-known, doctor. He's the son of a grave robber. So it was just really cool, concept, and it's got pictures and stuff in it, detailing out all of these mythological creatures, and like how they could be our ancestors. And so I just thought it was a really interesting concept. The only problem with this book is that it is too big to fit on like any of my shelves. So, and then what is most likely going to be, or what will be the last book of this holiday haul in this video, I got a free Amazon gift card through like my work. So that was really cool. I got $85 towards Amazon. So I actually bought, it is on the other side of the room, but the lap desk from earlier in the video that I said I wasn't going to buy at Barnes & Noble, I bought it off Amazon because I found the same exact one and it was like $10, $15 cheaper. So I got that. I also got some potato ramen that I have tried before and I really, really liked, but they don't sell it in the Asia market in Manchester because I've looked and I didn't see it. I scoured the Amazon, or not the Amazon, the ramen section in Saigon Market, but it wasn't there. So I didn't want to drive all the way to the H Mart in Boston, because that's a lot further away than driving to Manchester. And so I ordered that offline. And then I also got The Cock Down the Block by Amy Award. I had actually tried to find this book in Barnes & Noble, but I forgot the name of the author. I knew her first name was Amy. For some reason, I thought the last name was Reed, but that's not correct. There is an Amy Reed author, but not this one. And I follow an account on Bookstagram called Fat Girls in Fiction who share books, romance, fiction, fantasy, any type of books that have fat main characters, whether it's mainly female main characters, but there are some male fat main characters that they'll share. And they shared this author for the other book coming out, which is, oh my god, I forget what the name of the other book is, but it has to do with a wiener dog. But so I got this because this book was out. The other one's coming out later this month, but this is about a basketball star. So basically like NFL level not basketball, NFL level football star who has been in love with his plus size librarian next door neighbor, or just neighbor, for years now. And it's a fake dating sort of situation where she's going to her school reunion, to this all girls school. They're having a reunion. So she asks him to accompany her as his date, and he is more than happy to oblige. And also the cock part is because he's got a pet rooster. I think it's a really funny play on words, obviously, because this is going to be a book with some smut in it. So those are the 8 books I got during my holiday haul. 2 were free, 6 were purchased. I mean, technically, the Amy Award one was free because it was a free gift card to Amazon. So technically only 5 that I purchased with my own money, but that is going to be where I try and stop spending money on books this year to get through my lovely TBR, both physical and if I can possibly get to the ones on my Kindle. But I made a tracker in my journal. I'll show you that page here. Decided to put some, like I had some stickers, some nice little like pastries, and then I've got some, oh, that's coming down, some little dollar bills. So in this tracker, I put that every book that I read, I get $2 to spend at the end of the year, like after Christmas, for like the next holiday haul. So $2 towards the end of year haul for every book that I do read. Every new book I purchase, I will take away $5. I had them switch before where every book I read was $5 and every new book purchased was take away $2. But I was like, that's not going to deter me as much, because then if I read one and buy one, I still have $3. Whereas now, if I read a book and buy a book, I have negative $3 to spend. So it's a little bit easier of a way to kind of stop me from spending. There's only two exceptions for this buying ban, and that is if it's a pre-order. So if it's a new book by Sarah Glenn Marsh, Julie Kagawa, or now Olivia Dade, I will probably pre-order any book she comes out with. So if it's a pre-order of a book that I really, really want, or I think the Call of the Forgotten series is going to come out in the Fairy Loot editions this year, so those and any book pre-orders do not count for this buying ban, because my auto-buy authors and Iron Fae, they just don't count, all right? And at Fairy Loot, those go quickly, and I don't want to miss out on those. So those are really like the exceptions, and also any books that I get from a Free Little Library, because I plan on visiting a bunch of Free Little Libraries around my area later this year when it gets warmer out. So those types of books will not count toward the buying ban, obviously, because those ones are free. Really excited about these books. I'm going to try and fit them on the shelf here in this backwards way. The books that I got for Christmas and that I purchased between October and December, I have been able to squeeze in here. So now I gotta figure out how to do that with these books. So that'll be fun, and that'll take me forever. But I'm excited now to see how many of these books I can read and get through, because I'm gonna try and start a series. I'm gonna do it on my Bookstagram, and if I can remember, I'll post them on TikTok, because I don't post a lot on there. I feel like I post more on TikTok than I do on my Bookstagram, but I'm gonna call it Flip or Flop, where I'll be reading these books and I will either flip it back so the spine's facing out, or I will flop it in my donate pile. So maybe having that fun little flip or flop, make it a series, will help me read through them faster. But I think this is the beginning of January right now. This video is going to be posted at the end of January. So hi, it's almost February if you're watching this. So I will hopefully have already read a few books off the shelf and either flipped them or flopped them by the time you're watching this. So if you haven't, go check out my Bookstagram where I will be posting those videos. And let me know if you know anything about the books that I've gotten, if you like them, or if there's anything I should be wary about before going into them, if I have like a misconception on them. So yeah,
I will see you guys in another new video soon. A bientôt!